has coaching reshaped your purpose? I'm sure, I mean, I think there was a lot of connection in being in learning and development for you, or people and capability when you were in the corporate career. And then obviously that sets you to work with people, but then how has it reshaped your purpose, Lauren?
Yeah, look, I think it was a very intentional moment for me when I left my corporate role, stepped off the treadmill, and everyone thought I was crazy in the corporate job. They said, why do you want to go out and start your own business? And, you know, when I explained it, I just thought, I don't know, I just feel like I have this drawing to really pursue this world of, you know, helping organizations thrive, whether it's through facilitating, designing, delivering, etc., or, you know, and or working with leaders and executives and managers to help unlock some of their own mindsets and beliefs that might be holding them back, and redefine their own purpose and direction. So I think I needed to go on that journey, and it's redefined my purpose in that I mean, I could be working a corporate role and probably being you know, remunerated a lot more. There's more certainty, all these things, but I've just felt I wanted to sort of see things through with, you know, a range of different individuals and leaders and organizations, rather than sort of passing the mantle over, if you like, for other people to run with as things happen in organizations with those types of initiatives. So for me, that purpose, I guess, was really just knowing, and, you know, the more people that I started to who basically I joined on a journey, their coaching journey, their leadership journey, whatever it is, the more I realized what a privilege, an absolute privilege it is for me to, you know, feel like they've entrusted me to be part of these conversations, these interactions, these moments of silence, these moments of doubt, you know, where people do feel sometimes at their lowest and most vulnerable. I've just thought it was a privilege, and I often would say to myself, really, am I good enough for this? You know, will I be good enough for them to support them on their journey? And then I realized, you know, it's you know, as you start to mature as a coach as well, you know, you just realize just being there in that space is, you know, the most incredibly amazing and rewarding and fulfilling place to be.
Correct. I mean, I can relate to it, being a coach myself, right? So every time there is an engagement, you feel like, hey, am I going to make an impact there? There's always those question marks coming in, but then when you go through it, I think it's just the flow, as you call it, right? And and it's not about you, but it's actually about the other person. So you're just at the back end trying to facilitate it for them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just listening, and you know, we'll probably explore some of that, but just being in really powerful conversations where actually there might just be silence for a few moments, and that's how the conversation may lead to something that really is just so enabling. Yeah,
sure. I mean, but today, you know, you see a lot of lot of people, they're also internal coaches, right? So suddenly it looks like, hey, what am I doing outside? There could have been questions like that come for us as well as for other coaches, right? What do you think about, any perspectives you want to share about that space of internal coaches versus external coaches like us?
Yeah, well, again, yes, it's interesting, because I too was an internal coach, you know, but I was also, you know, occupying a role whereby I was perhaps making decisions or part of an organization that maybe was not as supportive, or be seen to be supportive of some initiatives and things that another part of the organization is that you'd be working with. So I think that role is quite fraught with tensions, and unless it's a truly, you know, in some ways a dedicated position, and or I think where there is that high level of trust, you know, that I seem to encounter in my own corporate life with individuals whom you would land up and ask, you know, the permission they would ask you to provide some coaching. So I think it's quite difficult, because typically the human resource or the people function, yes, it's shifting, it's changing, you know, so dramatically now. However, some organizations, you know, quite a few organizations still see HR very much, you know, as you know, delivering and rolling out sort of some of the more foundational pieces and necessary pieces, but very limiting for what HR actually can do, the human resource professional, the people developer in the organization. So yes, you know, the fact that someone can, I think the foundation back to that is trust. How much trust exists in this conversation between two people that will allow that divulging and sharing and openness.
Correct. Very nice, Lauren.